is to get you to a point in life where you just flow with the flow of the universe. No resistance, no judgment. And how do we get there?
Welcome back. We're on episode number 10. One of the reasons that I was so excited to collaborate with you and create these episodes is because, and I told you this a few months ago, I love your commitment to who you are and what you offer, right? That investment, and that can only happen when you have experienced it and you believed in it wholeheartedly. And when your heart is on what you're doing becomes divine. So I want to talk about that. What it is that you're doing, what it is that you're putting your heart into it, and share with us a little bit of that experience, man.
Thank you, Danny.
Take it away.
Thank you. Okay, so my name is Luis. I'm the founder of SumoEstrella Breath and Balance. First and foremost, I am a wellness coach. I am a wellness coach, and that means that my intention, my mission, our mission, is to show you a way. We had said we're going to give you the keys to a life, to unlock your life. So this comes into that into the picture very well. So my mission, or I should say our mission, is to get you to a point in life where you just flow with the flow of the universe. No resistance, no judgment. And how do we get there? So we get there by, in my experience, is balancing mind, body, and soul, or developing mind, body, and soul. Sometimes I don't really like to say balance because a lot of times we might get to me it sounds like this. If I'm working out an hour and a half, do I need to be doing an hour and a half of spirituality or an hour and a half of fortifying the mind? No, I don't. They don't require the same amount of time expenditure on them. But so we develop mind, body, and soul. And then on top of that, I am also a transformational breath coach, and I am a 9D breathwork facilitator. So I tied these into the equation as well because of the following. So in balancing and developing mind, body, and soul, I target working out. Obviously, we work on the physical body and the nutrition aspect of it. Right. We have to be very consciously aware of what we put in our body. Right. I'm not promoting any type of special I'm not vegetarianism, or you need to be animal based, or just
you're not turning dieting into a religion like a lot of people do, right? Like you need to be this, you need to be that.
I'm more stick with whole foods, whatever variant you want to put on there. I'm perfectly fine. Whole foods. Stay away from that processed sugar. Stay away from them seed oil. Stay away from the stuff that's gonna damage your cellular life and also your gut health. Yeah. There's so many things out there that are just no good for you. That's what I mean. Be conscious about what we put in our body. Right. And then we also work on fortifying the mind. Fortifying the mind, cold plunges, ice baths, fasting, long-term, intermittent fasting, whatever you want, whatever resonates with you.
Meditation.
That's
mind, spirit.
Yeah,
but it's also mind. Because the mind likes to.
Yes.
I mean, at least on my end, right?
Yeah.
Just. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you, but
no.
But the way I've experienced how the mind is just so nasty. If I start doing a meditation, and I haven't done a meditation in a while, the mind is just gonna be barking. Think of that. Think of this. That, the other. And you're just trying to quiet the mind down, right? So to me, meditation is a big one to make the mind obedient to your spirit, not to just run away,
And they call it monkey chatter, but I'll tell you or monkey talk.
Well, the exercise, countdown. I mean, that's good enough to start, putting the brakes on the mind. But anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt. But
no.
The resilience of the mind. You were on that.
So anything that puts us out of our comfort zone, anything that we don't want to do, or a lot of people don't want to do, getting up at 4 or 5 in the morning, going for a jog, that kind of stuff. When we start to tackle those things, then we start fortifying our mind so that when life throws curveballs at us, we're able to tackle them with ease. Yeah. And the next thing is developing our spirit. And spirit, for me, is sitting in stillness and meditation. Now, what you were talking about earlier, yes, there we have the monkey chatter, the monkey talk, that we, a million and one things, thoughts going through our mind. As we keep doing it, we slowly start to quiet the mind, and then we start focusing more on the breath, and we can actually get to the point where our body knows our neural connection is already there. When we sit in stillness, we go straight into it, and the monkey chatters no longer exists.
That's right.
So
That's right.
when you develop these 3 areas, you're gonna get to, if you work on these, I guarantee you, there's gonna come a day when something is gonna click in you, and you're gonna feel so different. There's gonna be such a sense of clarity in your life, such a sense of ease. When that happens, you've aligned yourself with the universe already. And when you do that, you flow so naturally at its speed, and you don't have any resistance, no judgment. And now, what I like to call, or what my one of my mentors, Brian Kelly, is the universe bends to your will. Now you're able to manifest things in your life. Things come with these answers to every question that you have that you cannot get an answer to from anybody else, or that require a little more in depth. Are all in here. You just have to know them, to look inside of you. They just all of a sudden come to you. You don't have, everything is so easy. There is no complications in life whatsoever. There's no such thing as a problem in life anymore, because now the universe, you work in unison with it, and it's wisdom, it's knowledge, it's there for you already. So that's what I like to get people to that point. Now, I use breath work because breath work gets rid of emotional trauma,
right.
Gets rid of generational trauma, gets rid of lack of focus, lack of energy, depression, anxiety, anything, issues that you have that don't serve you. There's a way to get rid of those through the modality of breath work, which is what I train in. Now, when you use breath work to shake off that excess weight that we have, whether it be emotional or mental, then when you shake off that excess weight, it makes it easier to develop these areas, because now you're not trying to tackle these with the weight,
carrying
with the added weight. Exactly.
Right.
So that's what SumoEstrella, breath and balance, that's our mission, to get people to that point. Now, people are sometimes often ask, well, nobody, does it take living like a monk to do this kind of stuff? It doesn't necessarily take living like a monk. Yes, I have to watch what I eat. I don't eat at restaurants. I rarely eat at restaurants because I choose not to. Does it mean everybody got to do the same thing? No, it doesn't mean that. But they use seed oils. I don't use seed oils, so I know. Usually they don't cook the way I cook. That's why I'm so adamant about making my own food, pretty much breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or lunch and dinner. I usually skip breakfast. I don't hang out with friends. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. If you start to develop these areas, and you hang out with people that like to go to happy hour, it's work time, you go to happy hour, and you know that doesn't go with developing these areas. I'm not saying you gotta stop drinking. You have permission to do whatever you want. Now, when it's out of balance, when you're doing it in excess, that's when it becomes a problem, and you're out of balance. So if you choose to do that, or if you choose not to, if you know that it's affecting you and you can't handle this, right, then you might need to stop hanging out with that person and right, stop going to happy hour. Yes, it does take some modifications, some changes in your life, so that this can become a reality. I don't know what it's going to be exactly for you. Everybody is different. Everybody's journey is going to be different. His is going to be different than mine. How we learn, the books that we read, we interpret them differently. This book might be more meaningful to him than it is to me, and vice versa. So I'm only a guider. I can only guide you and show you how it worked for me, but I can't give you the step-by-step program. But don't worry, when your intent is sincere, your journey, the things that are going to help you through your journey are going to reveal themselves to you and put themselves in front of you. So you don't really have to worry about all the who and the what and the how. The universe is going to take care of everything for you. But my sincere mission, or my sincere hope,
the desire of the heart is to help people
to find this area, this feeling of fulfillment, right, where nothing but love and happiness exist.
Right, exactly. Just last episode, we were talking about how life gives you the spectrum, and you choose. You choose to live in living hell, or anywhere in between in heaven. Life is open for you to experience it whichever way you want to, according to your beliefs and your thoughts and your actions, right? Mm-hmm. So I do believe that everything that, the drive that you have, is because you've experienced what living in heaven, and you've also experienced what living in hell means, right? So you have the experience to say, I've been there. I know what hell looks like, and I am in heaven. And these are the things that I do to keep myself, in having the best life possible, the life that is filled with joy, with gratitude, with love, right?
Man, yes.
So anything that we can do, the rituals, the habits that we can incorporate to our life that will keep us in the heaven side, in the joyful side, in the grateful side. I think that's just golden, right? And everybody comes to the high frequency side of life through a different journey. For some, like, it's gonna be through some plants. For some, it's from breath work. For some, it's from meditation. For some, it's exercise, right? Or most of it is the combination of things, right? But like you mentioned, I think intention is obviously the key to it all. If you have the right intent, your life will slowly start to shift, and then it becomes easier and easier and easier. Which it's that I think brings us to the topic of the next episode. Episode 11 is going to be intention. What is it? How does it work? Right. So I think it's going to tie just perfect with episode 11. And I from the moment that I've seen your work and how you have experienced the change that can come from the breath work, like, this guy is gonna take it to the next level, right? Because I've been to your sessions and I've experienced it, and I've been doing breath work for at least 8 years, and I know the power. As a matter of fact, I've often through breath work I've connected to spirit faster and easier than sometimes even with medicinal plants. Like, I know the power of breath work. It's just mind blowing, and I believe that the frequency that we're trying to connect with, we can connect to it via breath work. We can just breathe our way into it. Yeah. We can breathe our way into heaven, literally. Yeah. That's how I've experienced it, right? So.
No doubt about it. Breathwork is a powerful modality. Super powerful modality that actually has so many benefits. There's a saying, master your breath, master your life. And it's so true.
That's right.
It's so true. Yes. That's why I teach it. I'm a believer in that.
I do want to thank you for being true to who you are and for putting the energy into what you're doing the way that you're doing it, because I'm sure a lot of people are gonna benefit from your desire to help and all the energy that your intention. And obviously the earth needs it urgently, right? People need to wake up to the fact that we are responsible for our own energy, our own emotions, our own thoughts. So for you to teach through breath work, the power of the intention and the breath, it's perfect timing, right?
Yes.
So anyway, thank you for all you do, and I'm happy to experience firsthand the journey, and I cannot wait to see where you take this.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
See you in the next one.